Fellas, we up in here. Ladies, we are up in here. Rats, thugs, it don't matter. We up in this motherfucker. You dig? Get up in here, fellas. Get at me in the PayPal. Get at me on the Cash App. Those links are definitely in the chat. Get at me on Rumble. And get at me in the Patreon, fellas. All the links are open. Go download the Rumble app and go and follow KC the Red Pill Alpha Debunker on Rumble. And well, it's already, if you already got it, the link's already there. Hit me on the Patreon, fellas, and all three of the tiers are open. Let's get straight to the game. If you enjoy the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe, fellas. And also hit that notification bell, hit that bell in the corner so you can be alerted on these videos. That white bell, hit that bell. Keep it going. Every time I drop these videos, you're going to be fresh off the presser. You'll be getting it live. Let's get to it. You dig? Get at me on the super chats just as well, fellas. Show love to the show. Get at me in the Gmail, railsfargo12@gmail.com. Also get at me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at the Real Rails FA1. Remember, fellas, to like, share, and subscribe. And let's handle business like we always do. You dig? And let's get straight to it. Some women like dudes who got chicks, and some are intimidated by them, fellas. And I'm about to break down the science of this shit. And on both parts. Because this need to be talked about. Because I'm constantly getting this question asked, you know what I'm saying, by a lot of young fellas, you know what I'm saying. Is it really true that women be more infatuated and be more intrigued or, mystified by a guy who got other women, or a guy who got things going on, a guy that's constantly on the go, or a guy that's never, sitting around talking to him, trying to make friends, things of that sort? Of guy that's really in his own zone. And yes, that's true, fellas, but it's also intimidating to women. Now, it's intimidating to women who a lot of times, fellas, are single women and they got guys themselves. They got a lot of guys that they fuck with themselves. It's more so intimidating. And you would think that she'd be open to that, like open to fucking with a guy who got other chicks and who's on the go and doing him just as well, right? But those kind of women, no. Some are, but the majority no. And the reason why is that the majority of those women, those single women, like I said, I'm going to break down the science of this shit. We're going to get to it. The majority of those single women got guys that they control. They got betas. They got simps. So when they come across a player, a guy who's got his shit in order, a guy who's fucking with multiple bitches, and they can be in your neighborhood. It could be next door, up the street, around the corner, or they can be off somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? But they understand the science of who you are due to the way you communicate and conversate. You're not the guy that texts them or not talk to them or not, a lot, or you're not the guy that wants a conversation. You're not the guy that always wanted, needy for their attention, needy for their presence and things of that sort. So, these are the chicks that's off in the distance, they can tell that way, what I'm saying? There's other bitches in your life, you know what I'm saying? And, and they can be intimidated by you, you know what I'm saying? Simply because what makes them special. That's the thing women think about. What makes me special when I'm dealing with this handsome guy right here who got, a ton of women, or who got them at it, who can have these women, or do what he do. He don't really need me. He can push me to the side and keep pushing, you know what I'm saying? What makes me special enough for him to keep me around? Nothing makes them special, fellas. And that's what brings in the intimidation. You know what I'm saying? Because they like you. They be want to fuck with you. They want to give you the pussy. And it could be the chicks in your neighborhood or whatever. But they seeing you on the go. They see different women coming about. You stay along or whatever. And they be like, damn, I want to fuck with him. But at the same time, I can't fuck with him the way I want to fuck with him. I can't have him the way I want to have him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing him, fucking with different bitches or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Or if she don't stay around you, or she's not around you all the time, you know, she's off doing her or whatever the case may be. She knows just by the way you interact with her that you got other women. You know what I'm saying? And that can be an intimidation to a lot of these women, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some are intimidated by them. You know, and it puts them in an inferior kind of submissive form and dealing with you when they don't want to be that way. You know what I'm saying? When they're not that way because they're more active in being masculine and active with being in control, active with being superior to the guys that they're fucking with. And I'm being honest with you, fellas. You know what I'm saying? They get these guys to come out of their shell. They get these guys to communicate so much. They get these guys to give off that attachment to where later he'll pay because he'll become needy or whatever. And those kind of chicks are very, very intimidated by a player. You know, because she know a player is going to break her out of character, have her doing submissive things, and have her in the form of doing what she's supposed to do for him. You get what I'm saying? So don't think that women ain't got control over their pussies. You know, they may like who you are. They might like how you look. They may like everything about you and could be sexually attracted to you. But if it don't align out, if it don't align and if it don't benefit them in the sense to where it don't overpower the betas and her controlling them, then she'll fall back from that because she don't want to get hurt. You know, she don't want to be the one on getting the shit in or the stick or the one chasing and the one being attached to that player. You know what I'm saying? So they can be intimidated by it because they don't want to be hurt. And like I said, fellas, it all falls back to what makes them special. Nothing makes them special because a player knows that they're all the same, right? Cool. Now, the chicks who do like guys who are players, and I hate to say this, fellas, and this is not all, but this is more, and because I don't want to hurt you guys' hearts or hurt you guys' feelings or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But the chicks that really do like players and like a guy that got other bitches and it's more intriguing to her and it's infatuated to her because she know he can keep her secret and he won't be the guy to trip out on her. He won't be the guy that's needy and thirsty for her and things of that sort. Those kind of chicks be the chicks that's in a relationship. Oh, damn. Did I say you dudes bitches be cheating like that? Damn. No, he didn't say that. Not all, but the majority. I'm going to say like 85 to 90% of them fellas are in relationships. That's why they like to fuck with players. You know, they like to fuck with a guy who's not going to fuck up what they got going with that beta that they're in that relationship with. That makes sense? Yes, they like this guy over here. He's handsome. You know, he's all that. He's charming. He's charismatic. He's a sexy guy or whatever the case may be. And their pussy thrive for him. And she will find a way to fuck him. And she know he got bitches. You know? Don't let it be a chick in your neighborhood. Don't let it be a chick to see you all the time and know you got the bitches. And she's in a relationship. She want a piece of that too. It's like she's missing out on something. He giving that dick to everybody else. Damn, I want some. Real shit. And she a nigga lie to her boyfriend. Nigga, so I had bitches, nigga, real shit, in relationships. Nigga, I know that they're relationships. I stayed in the neighborhoods and seen the relationship shit going on, boyfriend, girlfriend type of shit. Seen the arguments, fighting on the porch and arguing with each other. I seen them kissing and hugging and all this type of shit. But at the same time, the bitch was intrigued by me, and I'm a single guy. I'll stay alone. I've done these things, fellas. She was intrigued by me, my presence, and what I had going on. Different chicks showing up or whatever the case may be. And I look up, and this is, a little story time and shit. This I know these things, fellas. I look up. Homie gone, he ain't around, you know what I'm saying? But typically he be moving and grooving. Sometimes he around, her boyfriend, he's in and out. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's out and about. But this time he was out and about, right? Staying in these apartments and shit. So I'm doing me, not knowing, you know what I'm saying, that, I mean, yeah, I seen her peep me or whatever. I peeped her, white chick, fat ass, and all this type of shit, nice looking, whatever, boom. So, okay, cool. I'm jetting out. My car is parked over by the mailboxes and shit. You got mailboxes and shit, right? So my car parked by a mailbox. It was a lot of parking spots. My car is by one of the mailboxes. My truck is on. My car was by the mailbox, and my truck was like two car lengths or 2 or 3 car lengths away from my car, but it was other cars. You know what I'm saying? Occupying those spaces. So it was like 2 or 3 car lengths away. My car by the mailbox. So I'm going to go get in the mailbox. Go check my mail before I roll out. She's happened to walk up too. Some bitches right here. DM. Hey, let me see. Pedro the new air. What's up, KC? What's new with these chicks? You already know what it is, nigga. I'm talking, you already know. You gotta stay tuned. You know the game is right here, man. The homie Pedro on this bitch out. Show him some love when y'all get up in here. You dig? Like, share, and subscribe out to PayPal, Cash App, the Super Chat. Show love to the show, fellas. Hit me on the Patreon and hit me on the Rumble. Let's get to it like we always do it, fellas. You dig? But check this out, Pedro. I go to the get my mail and shit out. She's in a relationship. She got a boyfriend, whatever. They stay together. They ain't got no kids or nothing, but they stay together, right? And she come around, she getting her mail and shit. She like, oh, wow, you just stalking me like that? I said, damn, baby, you gonna come off like that, huh? I said, look, baby, I ain't your man. I ain't into stalking. You know what I'm saying? I know where all eyes are on me, so you might as well get ready to get to it and let's do it. She said, yeah, let's do it. Straight like that? Like, that's how you coming off? I'm like, of course it's how I'm coming off. You know what it is. I'm about to get up out of here, though, but won't you take my number, man, and hit me up since you're making yourself known, and we're going to make it what it is. She like, and hit you up for what? I said, well, don't take it then. She said, oh, I was just joking. I took out her phone. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, man, what's happening though, man? What you got going? What, you up there alone and everything? She said, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm here, just holding down the place and everything. He's out working. My boyfriend's out working, whatever. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, I know she got a dude. We've been staying in this complex for a few months or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool, whatever. I'm ready to go make this run and shit, man. Just go ahead, hit me up and let me know what you got going. I could have tried to spill my way into going to her spot right there, making it happen, but I'm like, shit, I got things to do, right? So I end up jet. I leave up out there. I say like a minute, me leave up out there. She end up texting me, hey, this is lit. I don't want to say, I'm going to say the bitch's name, but I don't want to say her name like that. Well, it might creep in there and watching where, right? So I don't say that. But yeah, start with an L and whatnot. But yeah. She was like, yeah, this is my number and everything. Lock my number in. I said, yeah, I got you. And I'm ready to go handle this business. I'll be back in like 45 minutes. What you got going? You know what I'm saying? She said, oh, nothing, chilling. I'm just here. I mean, if you want to stop by, you can stop by. I said, all right, cool. Right? I went to go take care of my shit, right? I ended up taking care of it, getting back a little bit earlier, like 28, 30 minutes or something. Ended up taking care. I thought it would be longer than what it is, so I ended up rolling back. You know what I'm saying? I come back and I text her. I was like, you over there? You alone? She like, yeah, I'm good, boom. So I'm like, all right, cool. Just got back. I'm going to head over there. And I'm heading over there, nigga. Blapping that motherfucker. Like it wasn't shit. Right there, the same spot, same day, fella. It wasn't nothing but you know what I'm saying? Brian Turner and this motherfucker. Be the nigga who get bitches. You'll always have bitches. Soulja Slim, 100. You always have them. You know what I'm saying? You're on the grind. You always got shit sold up. You doing your thing. Shouts out to the homie Brian Turner, y'all. He up in here. You dig? But yeah, went over her shit. You know what I'm saying? Chilled up in there and shit. So when I walked up in there and shit, got it on it, nigga. Got it down. It wasn't even no talking. Wasn't none of that shit, fellas. We knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Got in there and fucked the shit out of her. You know what I'm saying? But I peeped how she, like, when my little chicks will pull up and I go out and like greet them and whatever, walk them in and whatever the case may be, that's if some didn't already walk up to the spot, you know what I'm saying? But I go out, greet them, boom, boom. The chicks be, I'm outside. I don't know which one you in or what. I'm like, damn, I walk out, greet them, whatever. every time I walk out and greet them, it seems like every time I walk out, I look up towards the bitch's shit, right? And she'd be looking out. She'd be checking me out. Like, damn, like this nigga be fucking with these bitches, right? And that gave off an intriguing, you know what I'm saying, stance with her to where she was like, you know, I want to see what's up. I don't want to be left out. I want some. That's how these chicks be thinking, you know what I'm saying? That, and they be feeling like left out when they see it. And if these is cool looking bitches too, that can equal out to them or look a little better or whatever, yeah, nigga, that's a competition thing. Nigga, they gonna want a piece of that. And they gonna, and relationship or not, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? A woman knows how to get rid of her man. She knows how to send him off. She knows how to move that man and move him. Ain't no telling, fellas. She could have moved him around and had that set up. Women set they shit up, fellas. And if you on game, they normally succeed with what they set up. Especially if it's set up for you to go and bust that pussy. If you up on game, they gonna succeed what they set up. Women know what the fuck they doing, bro. She could have moved that man. Hey, why don't you go and do this and do that? Go check with this and that. I'm gonna clean up the house. And then he all right, cool, because this he always moving around. This is probably what they got. He normalized this shit. He thinking it's cool. He's not looking at it as a harmful thing. Oh, this bitch onto something or what. He's not paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? Could have laid back, watch me, nigga. Oh, here he go. He's ready to come down. And then see me going out to the mailbox and she made her way out. Because she's right across the way from me, bro. It's like, here's my shit. She's right across the parking lot. Like, she can, like, look, and she's right there, like, you got the first, she was on second, you got the third floor. She was on the second one. And her window was right there to where all she had to do was come out. When I was coming out, unlock my door and shit, I guarantee you, I'm calculating, right? When I was coming out, unlocking my door, getting ready to check the mailbox, that's when she was coming down. And she crept right across the thing, got her mail, interacted just like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. And they know what they doing, bro. Ryan Turner. Niggas who get bitches don't seek out relationships. Bitches who find you attractive won't ask for a relationship. But she will give you relationship privileges. Yes. And them relationship privileges is busting that pussy, nigga, like a mother. You ain't got to deal with the feeding the bitch, sitting up there caring for her, supporting her, worrying about her, crying, and all this sucker shit being attached to her. You just coming in blind, and you getting the same thing he get. He just getting all the problems that's left with the bitch. I mean, that comes with the bitch. And you getting the same thing just by blasting on the side. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying, fellas, a lot of the women who be liking the players and liking guys who got a lot of bitches be the chicks that got relationships, fellas. You know, because he can keep their best secrets. He got things going. He ain't gonna be the one that blow her shit up. You know what I'm saying? Women know these things, especially if they're attracted to him. Then yeah, they're gonna find a way to get that dick. That's real game. And it's no. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, they will find a way to get that dick. They'll set it up to where he won't know what it is, and you'll be good. You sneak in, blast that motherfucker out, keep it going, nigga, and they'll go back to having a regular relationship with him. Nigga, and don't look at you or whatever the case, nigga, as if nothing happened. And if you up on game, you're gonna follow suit just as well. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, this shit, this is what it is. But when you had these things a few times, fellas, you know that. And, you know, not like I say, this is like 90% of those women, fellas. And they do these things, fellas, a lot of times because, of course, when you land up with a bitch, you stand with her. You seeing this bitch 24/7. Y'all see each other all the time, you know, except with the exception of, you know, probably going to work or whatever the case may be. You probably at work, she probably at work, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, y'all with each other, you know what I'm saying? So a man can get content. Women do not get content, fellas. They look for something different, you know, all the time, man. They look for something different, like excitement, a kind of change, something, you know, while you're content with going to work, coming home and chilling with your chick and y'all going out here and there, you kind of content with these things. They're not like that. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a guy in the neighborhood, nigga, she'll get that pussy. Just, nigga, she seeing him handling his business, he doing, nigga, she'll creep and get that pussy to him. Her and the rest of them around the neighborhood to do it. And they all will know these, especially if they're in a relationship. Nigga, the only way this type of shit to come out is if some jealousy shit to go on, bitches start talking and all that shit. And these dudes will find out that they all fucking under. By then, you probably moved away. You did, hopefully. But nigga, you had a lynch mob on your motherfucking ass. Fuck that, the simp mob, nigga. Fuck that shit. We ain't having none of that. But yeah, nigga, they get around like that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, fellas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of spots that I moved at, you know, apartment complex and things like that. You know, when I stayed at, man, I done blasted chicks all in them complexes, nigga. Like, and they be having dudes. They don't be married, none of that. They be having dudes, man. And these dudes, man, you'll see a lot. You'll know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Bitches be arguing, fighting with these dudes. And you see them lovey-dovey. You'll see all type of shit. It fluctuate, be ups and downs with these motherfuckers. And you staying consistent with doing you. And then they seeing you all the time. Then they seeing a lot. Hey, bro. Bitch be having fantasies and everything, thinking about you, playing with the pussy, all that shit, bro. Real game. And then they know they can get it. That's when they go for it and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And the men that's in a relationship with them, the men that stay with them, you know what I'm saying? They be rocked to sleep. They don't know what the fuck it is. They don't know what's going on. Only thing they know is that they're in a relationship with the chick, and, you know, it's like an everyday thing with her. They don't see nothing different, you know what I'm saying? And it don't be nothing different besides her setting their ass off and controlling the situation so they can go and do what they do. And then they creep back and do them, you know what I'm saying? That's why I got a video coming up, fellas. I'm going to speak on it and shit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, women, you know, at times, it ain't no sometimes. At times. It was different times, fellas. Which means it happens. But I believe this is, yeah, for sure. It happens. I've been around long enough. But at times, fellas, they just be wanting to be a hoe. They just want to be a hoe. Then they can go back to feeling like a unicorn. Or going back to feeling like they, you know what I'm saying, they're, you know what I'm saying, they're not out there like that or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And they'll run a guy and lead a guy straight with that bullshit. And then sometimes they'll jump out of their stance and become that hoe. And if y'all don't have a connection, when your woman don't have that connection where you truly know who she is and she can really come at you and talk to you like this, which you don't. A lot of guys don't. Majority of guys don't. They're too jealous to have that connection like that. Then they're going to be a whole elsewhere besides their household. So you know what they got to do, right? They're going to cheat. It's real game, fellas. So, you know, you guys got to be up on your toes and know these things. You know what I'm saying? When they get in that form, want to be slutted out and hold out and shit, that's when that player comes in. Y'all just don't know, man. I be trying to, man, y'all don't know, bro. Only if you knew, man. You know what I'm saying? Pedro. The newer dudes get hella jealous, especially when they call each other wifey or husband. Yeah. Hell yeah, they ain't no legal ties to this and none of that shit. They move in with the bitch and this is wifey, this is hubby and all this type of shit. Then when shit hit the fan, and you know that they was faking the whole time. They was in that motherfucker playing house. You know what I'm saying? And all it had to take was a player to come through and break that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Real game. You know what I'm saying? That's all it had to take. You know, and that's all it takes. And guys who do that, fellas, you know, these are men, dog, that, you know, trying to find some kind of way to hold on to the bitch. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, fellas, when dudes do this shit, you can go get married. You got the courthouse, you got the pastor, you go to the backyard, set up a ceremony, whatever the case may be, right? You can do that shit. But when y'all playing like this and y'all ain't got to that level and y'all ain't doing this, or man, you hearing man doing this shit, man. A lot of times, man, the bitch don't be really want to get married like that. You know, so let's talk about it. Let's keep that shit real. And you got the guy that's trying to hold on to something, you know, besides the title of boyfriend and girlfriend, because that title isn't strong enough. So hubby, wifey, that's my wifey and all that shit. They do this shit because the titles that they originally are under isn't strong enough. So they will hope that, you know what I'm saying, these titles will be strong without taking that step. But that's some gray area shit right there, fella. That's not white and black. Hubby, wifey, and that's gray area shit. It's either we're gonna be married or we not. Either we gonna tie that knot or we not. So, you know what I'm saying? That's some gray area shit. And when you play in that gray area, fellas, that gray area seems to get hazy and opens the doors for guys like me to come in and break it up. Now ain't no such thing as hubby and wifey and all that shit, right? It'll switch up. She for the street. She from the block. She for the hole. She's a like, share, subscribe. Y'all hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Get at me on Rumble. Get at me in the Patreon, fellas, and make that happen. Get at me on Rumble, Casey the Red Pill Alpha, the bunk on Rumble. Get at me in the Patreon. Hit me on that PayPal just as well on the Cash App. Y'all know what to do. Show some love to the show. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, them are gray areas, fellas. So if you're not tying a knot, then if y'all ain't really tied a knot, y'all ain't got no legal forms, and y'all ain't did this the right way in the legal matter, then none of that shit means nothing. It's just talk. No, it's just talking the way you feel in that moment, in which you shouldn't have a moment as a man. That's feminine. I just feel like this in the moment. And then tomorrow she makes me mad and fuck the bitch. She's for the street. She's a whore. She's a 304. But today she's my wifey. Yeah. That's female shit. You know what I'm saying? They be wanting to feel that way. It's some momentarily shit. So if it's not etched in stone and you're not like, you know, legally married to her, then stop that bullshit, man. You make yourself like a sucker like that. You know what I'm saying? Real game. So it's playing house and shit. All it takes is the big bad Brutus, such as myself, to come through and break that motherfucker down. You did? And it's a wrap. Shit, that's all it takes, you know, and that's what it be, fellas, you know. So if y'all run across chicks and they acting as if, you know, damn, you know, they act like they like you, they into you, whatever, but they just don't want to cross that thing. And so, like I said, they be intimidated. They don't want to cross that boundary, that they want to crack that veil and, you know, open up them legs for you, because they can find themselves submissive to you when they already really, like, you know, they already got guys that's submissive to them. You know what I'm saying? And that could be intimidating. And typically, like I said, there'll be a lot of single women who got a shitload of guys. They be scared of the players, bro. Real game. They be scared as fuck of the players, bro. Because they in their masculine form. You know what I'm saying? That's them controlling other, you know, the simps and the suckers, and that's how they move, because they're used to that. You know, they know what it is, you know what I'm saying, fucking with a man who's really a man. They know what it is, fellas. So that keeps them back. They go, oh, do that shit, you know what I'm saying? And you got some of them that go in without their heart into it. They go in, get the dick, you know, fuck, and run off. But there's still intimidation for them because they scared to submit upon a real man. You know what I'm saying? And the ones that's in relationships, that's in them households, and, you know, cohabitat with a guy and all that shit. Shit. Nigga ain't like a dude that got bitches. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because they can look to have fun with him and go back to the beta and be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Go have fun, go right back. Yeah. Real shit, but y'all pay attention to that shit. But shouts out to the homie Pedro. Shouts out to Brian Turner for coming up in here showing me love, fucking with me. You dig? It was a little, you know, I didn't make it too long, you know what I'm saying? Speak about something. Just game out here, man, for showing me love like they do. Get at me in the PayPal, the Cash App, the Rumble, and the Patreon, fellas. Also get at me on the bottom of the screen. Get at me in the Gmail, railsfargo12@gmail.com. Get at me on X, formerly known as Twitter, the Real Rails FA1. Like, share, and subscribe. Pass this shit around. Go to the description below my about section, fellas, and text me first. And we can get it cracking like we always do. Video topics of your choice, whatever the case may be. Text me first. Consultations, text me first. Holler at me, man. I'm about this bitch, and that's much love to Brian Turner and Pedro and anybody else that came through. I salute. Holla.